Oh, John's talking. That's it. Morning. It's Webby's World here in my manor. I was going to say sunny Tenerife. It's not. It's as cloudy as hell, but it's still lovely and warm. What's today? 20 odd. What's today, John? What day is it?
21 degrees.
It's 20. Yeah, but what's the date?
26.
It's the 26th of March. Got Blue Eyes John with me. Hello, John boy. He's driving for me. Keep your eyes on the bloody road, Joe. Right, listen. You're not going to believe this, but I've had a phone call this morning. My car is ready. Don't even go down there. If I told you the story, you'd feel for me, and you'd probably get together and you'd probably get me a PayPal page and pay for it. Anyway, cut long story short. Oh, hang on. Oh, bloody hell, he's driving like a maniac, John. Okay. Right, hang on, let me just turn this around a bit. Now, it's in a garage called Auto Technic in Las Chafiras. It's 2 doors up from me pal, Geordie Graham. He's got his own company, and he does paint spraying, body work and all that sort of stuff. So, right, so cut long story short, hang on, let me just tell you exactly where we are. Right, we're going down the TF1, we're just down past the karting in Las Americas now. We're going to hit a little bit of traffic. I don't think it's that bad at this moment in time. It's probably, if we were a bit later, it's still going, John, we're not doing too bad. But I've got to get there for 1 o'clock because my pal, Tarka, he's the one that that's doing the work, and he's on his lunch break between 1 and 2, and it's about 20 past 12 now. So at the end of the day, if we get there before 1, fine. If we don't, we'll stay till 2. Oh look, there's no traffic down there. We could be in luck, big man, couldn't we?
Yeah, it's 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock it starts.
That's where it starts usually, you know. Okay, so by the time we get down there, we might be okay. Then I'll treat into a coffee and a sandwich if he wants one. And I'll have to buy him a couple of beers tonight, as I usually do. And but I'll give you a joke. You always put your hand in. You always put your hand in your pocket first. As soon as I walk in, oh, the mayor's in. Right now, listen. My Mercedes. It's a 2.5 automatic champagne 4-door. Oh, look, the traffic's good. I'm really, really happy now. And the thing is, it was probably about, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 months. When it started, it was a bit rattly, and I thought I'd take it to somebody. And I had somebody behind the scenes, undercover, you know what it's like, says I can do it anyway. He only spoke a bit of English. I knew him very, very well. And he really messed it up, to tell you the truth. Said it was a timing chain. I had that done, spent a few quid. And then he started working for a company. We bought a new battery for €250, and batteries go off quick, don't they, John?
Suddenly. Yeah,
suddenly. They just don't tell you. It's like if the wife's angry, she tells you with her face, doesn't she? But with regards to the cars, then they don't. The battery, it goes very, very quickly. So, oh, look at the traffic, fantastic. Right, now, so then he started working for a company, and I took it there, and I thought he knew what he was doing. He put a new thermostat on, and I know he charged me, or that company did, €100 odd. So, and plus other bits and pieces, labour, so that cost me $350. So it's cost me an arm and a leg. And don't forget, the car has only done, it's not even done 100,000 miles. And I've had it for quite a while. It runs beautiful when it's working well. So anyway, so I thought, who am I going to send it to now? Somebody's got to look at it. Then somebody else looked at it through somebody else, and even they didn't know. They were Eastern European, didn't know what they were doing. They didn't want it, so I took it off of them. And I spoke to me pal, Geordie Graham, and he said, Webby, I've got my own shop, as you know, in Las Chafiras. 2 doors down is Auto Technic. A lot of me pals go there. You've got Jim Donaldson, he takes his car there. Little Paul from Luton, he takes his cars there. There's somebody else I know. Ray, not Ray, Taffy. What's his name? Tight-ass. Cynthia Roger, he takes, I remember driving in there. And this guy, at this place, he works there. He's 31 years of age. He's from Tenerife, so he's a Guanche, speaks fluent English. He said, listen, they might be expensive a bit more, but they're good, they're quality. You can eat your tea off the floor. They're that good, okay? Now, so I took it there about 3 weeks ago, and I said, listen, this is the score. Boom, boom, boom. I drove it the day before, and luckily I got it to the house, and then I had to get a grower to take it from the house up the TF1 to the garage. So you got to sort this out. So he's gone. took it apart in a sense. Right, number one, he says the thermostat's broken, and I thought, what do you mean? So the thermostat was brand new about 6 weeks ago, but anyway, and the thermostat on my receipt is 120 euros, give or take. I know I've got to check it when I get the car, and I know he's only charged me 60 odd euros, so that's half price for that. And on top of that, spark plugs, the 4 spark plugs that were in there, I don't know who put them in, probably that geezer. He said they're the wrong spark plugs, so he's put me 4 proper spark plugs in there. Okay, starting to get a bit busy, but as soon as you get to the top, we'll be fine. And then he's found 1 or 2 pipes because it was overheating. 1 or 2 pipes, I had to change that, change this, and 1 or 2 other bits and pieces. Before they were talking, is it going to be head gasket? Is it this? And I'm going, oh God, we're talking 2, 2.5, 3 grand. Anyway, I'm not going to show you now, but I said, send me the bill. He's messaged me this morning, and he messaged me every couple of days. He is fantastic. He keeps me up to date. He sent me this morning. I said, Webby, be ready tomorrow. He calls you Webby in his Spanish. Fantastic. So ask Blue Eyes John, do me a favour. We're turning around. So Blue Eyes John said, Webby, I'll take you Wednesday morning, not a problem. So from that, he sent me the bill, and I looked and I went, oh my God, it's fantastic. I'm telling you now. I like, is that it? So I was going to pay. I expected to pay, but because I'm thinking he's had it 2.5 weeks. All the man errors, looking this, taking the pipes off, putting new on, etc., etc. So and 1 or 2 other bits. You'll see the bill later on. And I thought, fantastic. So I'm over the moon. Let's just hope when we get there and it starts. I don't think they give me the car back if it wasn't running nicely and successful. But I will, if it's spot on 100%, I will send people there, believe me, even if it is Las Chafiras, which is like 12, 13 miles or what have you away from where we live in Karlovy. I will give them some business. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, somebody's coming on, somebody's making a phone call. I'll come back in a minute. Okay, we're back on. Yeah, that was the guardians of other police calling me with regards to Faye's car and the 2 that got burnt out on Saturday. So that's another story, innit? They all want a piece of the action. John's doing a great job. So basically, let's get to the garage, see what the score is, and I'll do a little bit of a vlog there. All right. See you in a moment. Webby's World. Subscribe for free. Right, we're back home now. I didn't do a vlog there because he was so busy, my pal Tarka. He's absolutely quality. I took Blue Eyes John, as you know, and even John said, God, is that lad knowledgeable. 31 years of age, born here, lives here, Tenerife boy, speaks fluent English. The only one that speaks English there. Another one speaks a bit, but he is the main man. Very, very technical, knows his stuff. Now, just driven the car back home. Drives like a bird, I'll tell you. Even on the steering wheel, it's not sort of moving about, if you know what I mean. Nice and tough. It feels as if it's been dealt with. Now, so what I said to him, what was the problem? He said, where do you want me to start? You'll see the bill a little bit later on. I don't know if Tim's going to put it on the thumbnail and what have you, but we'll have a look. But whatever it cost, well worth it. Because I was contemplating 4 figures on the basis of head gasket, and the other lads, they just didn't know what was wrong. So, as you know, I got some advice. I talked to me good pal, Geordie Graham, got his own business 2 doors down, which I'll give you a little peek of that on the front. You can see where it is. He does the paint spray and the body and all the body stuff, and he was there 5:30 this morning to work for 6 o'clock. Very, very busy man. He's going to sort of phase out my daughter-in-law. So anyway, this guy Tarka, he knows his stuff, and he says, right, I'm going to show you now the parts, what he changed, because it was overheating. Did he do the timing chain? The guy before, I don't want to see him again, but if I see him, then yeah, you know the score. So I'm going to show you now at the top of my car. That's the bits he's changed. It's like a shop, isn't it? Because they went through everything. They really, really did. It was overheating. Now, don't forget, there's your new thermostat. I had a new thermostat a couple of months ago from the first guy. But he said, but because of all the point work and what you've got to do, I'll show you in a minute, what you've got to do is make sure you put the right coolant in, the refrigerated coolant. and always have some in the boot of your car. Okay, now if you have a look over there, that was what's being used. I think I've probably got that. Refrigeration, all right? He says, buy in the local garages, green 50% coolant, okay? That's what you need to buy, okay? 50% green, and I will have some in your boot of your car, just in case you're overheat or you need to top it up. That's the stuff you need. Now, in this car, he said, was normal still water out the tap. Now, if you have a look at some of these, let's take this one, for instance. You can see it's starting to wear around there, and look at that in there. You see what I mean? The proper water needs to get through that, and that's why it's overheating. All these, look at this, and look at that, horrendous. And don't forget, the car is owned, it may be like 12, 13 years old, but it's only got 150,000 kilometers. That's not even 100,000 miles on the clock. Look at that. One of the ball drinks. Look at that. Look at it. Absolutely horrendous. And that. See what I mean? And there was one there. Absolutely awful. Awful. And if you look, all these rings, horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Now, let's go past there. Let's go have a look at the spark plugs. Now listen, you know I'm not technical minded whatsoever. I'm useless. I know I had new ones in, but can't remember when. He says, have a look at that one. What happens is that there spark gradually goes down to that bit in there. And he said what they've gone and done is probably just open that up to make sure there's a bit of a gap to get a spark. But he said, no, for what it cost, 50 quid, to have 4 new ones, and the proper ones are in there. So well done, that man. Now there's the new thermostat. Now look at that in there. All because probably the wrong water, refrigeration, whether it's just still waters at the tap, was put through it. I know I topped it up always with proper refrigeration, but horrendous, absolutely horrendous. Anyway, cut long story short, I've driven the car home from Auto Technic's, Tarka, T-A-R-J-A, the man who works there, lovely, lovely fella, in Las Chafiras, and it drives like a dream. Just a little bit of a start. When you start it first thing, he said the timing chain, probably just a fraction loose, but he sorted that out. He said, just wanted to get you home, get it sorted, and we're happy with it. No problem. So I'm over the moon what he charged. I really, really am. I was expecting 4 figures if there was going to be head gasket and all that sort of new gaskets, new this, but it wasn't. That's what the other guys were saying. So I took it away from him, give them a few quid, said, look, I'm having it back. Thank you very much indeed. So, turn it around. So I'm happy with that. So what I've said to, oh, is that the light on there? Yeah, that's better, that's better. Right. So what I basically said was, right, what else needs to be done? He said, right, listen, a couple little things, but within the next few weeks, not a problem, is change your gearbox oil and filter. That's what needs to be changed. He said, we can do that, change that, sort that out. Then it will run even better. So I thought, right, you can have it. I don't even know when was the last time it was changed or whether it have been changed. I think it was many, many years ago. So I'm just going for what he tells me. And the other thing, a couple of mountains, I think, that's what he said. Not those sort of mountains. A couple of mountains needs probably changing in time. But because as you know yourself, when you're living in Tenerife and you drive, there's lots of bumps in there. And some people drive them quick and fast and what have you. So that could be the problem. So in that situation, I'm over the moon with him. I'm absolutely over the moon with him. So I'll put the telephone number there. If anybody wants to use him, use the company, then please do. And obviously my pal, Shorty Graham, who obviously gave me his number. But my good pals, little Paul from Luton, he takes his car there all the time, wouldn't go nowhere else. Big Jim Donaldson, a big teddy bear pal, he goes there as well. Roger and Cynthia, they take their car there. So when you've got those sort of guys taking all the way to Las Chafiras, you know it's going to be a good job. Listen, may not be cheap, expensive, but they do a proper job. They've got all the diagnostics, they've got everything that you need. And this car now, it's a lovely, lovely car. Let's have a look. Outside my house now, and what I'm going to do, see, there's the baby, 2.5 litre, lovely Mercedes champagne. I'm going to go somewhere tomorrow and I'm going to get it professionally cleaned. So the boss then, when I take her out for coffee or a bit of lunch, she's going to be happy and she's going to feel the dog's bees, but she deserves. Yeah, you know. Oh, listen, between me, you and 4 walls, I got home a bit late on Monday. So, yeah, watch England. Stayed at about 11:15 with, yeah, Sean Murphy and West Ham John. She was not a happy bunny. I was out 5 hours. You know, that's not me. So she says, tomorrow you're not going out. So I didn't. Never went out at all last night. But I'm going out in a minute for a couple of beers later on. And I want a big thanks to Blue Eyes John, who gave me a lift to Las Chafiras. He is a top fella. So next couple of weeks, I'm going to take it down, give him a call, and we're going to go to Auto Technics, see the man, and I'm going to have my gearbox oil changed and filter, and it will run even better. Then in time, he said we'll get the mounts done, and the car will be absolutely superb, running like a dream. So that's it now. So there you are, and don't forget, 50% green coolant. If you live in Tenerife, that's what you've got to get. Do not put any still water at the tap in your car. Listen to this man. So all I'm going to say now is, there's your information on your car, how you deal with it. If you've got a problem, take it there and you get looked after 100%. So that's it now. I'm going, other things to do. So all I'm going to say now is, if you like what you see and you like what you hear, subscribe to WEBBY'S World, and don't forget, the cancer bit is coming again very soon. Facebook page, don't forget, WEBBY'S World, and give a big love to Foggy the Explorer. Top fella. More vlogs coming. I'll see you on the next one. Take care all, from WEBBY'S World.